And at this time, I will call to order the Stillwater Utilities Authority meeting for February 5th, 2024. Trustees, action on the consent docket?
Motion to approve consent docket.
Second.
With a motion and a second to approve consent, please vote. Vote of 5-0, the consent docket is approved. Under general orders, we have item 5A, consider approval of a sole source purchase from Wedeco Ozone Technologies. Chris is going to tell us more.
Good evening, trustees. My name is Chris Humes. I'm here tonight to request approval for a sole source authorization. So this picture is one of the 2 ozone units we currently have out at the water treatment plant that are made by Wedeco. Mm-hmm. Inside these units, we feed oxygen and then give it a little zap with about 6,000 volts of electricity to create ozone. And then the ozone is used to oxidize bacteria, viruses, and parasites in the drinking water in order to make it safe to drink. So as part of the water treatment plant chemicals improvement project that we're working on, this system will be modified, rehabbed, and updated. Ozone systems are very complex proprietary systems. Each manufacturer has a distinct difference between their systems, and they're really not interchangeable. It's not recommended to piecemeal components from different manufacturers, as that negates the warranties and causes issues with operations on who to contact when it breaks down and needs to be repaired. For this project, we are talking about new water cooling system, a major rehab and replacement of the destruct units, and also of the power supply units. All 3 of these items are performance spec items and that we coordinate very closely with the selected manufacturer during the design process. Wedeco specifically designs these to work with their specific ozone generator. This is not really something that another supplier could supply, as you would, if we went to them, they would mark it up because they'd have to go back to Wedeco to get it, and so we'd end up paying more if we did that. So what we are proposing is to sole source approval for parts and services from Wedeco in order to rehabilitate the Wedeco ozone system. And also to sole source purchase will allow awarded contractor for the project to purchase parts and services from Wedeco Ozone Technologies Incorporated. No appropriations are necessary for this action. The project will be funded. So with that, I'll open it up for questions before we move on to the motion.
Trustees, any questions?
Would you explain to our young folks here why we have to bring this before council? The sole source. Explain that. Put you on the spot there.
I was expecting technical questions.
Okay, technically explain that then.
Yeah, fair enough. So the trustees they own the water systems that provide the water services to the utility, and so anytime we want to sole source something, we can't just make that decision our own. They have to vote on it and approve it before we can take action on it. So.
As opposed to
it's really the lawyer's fault. Yeah. You should let the lawyer explain it.
I should be helping.
Thank you.
Yeah, as a city and a public trust, we are required to follow state law requirements for public purchasing. In this instance, if it were construction, it'd be required to be submitted to an open competitive bid. However, under certain exceptions, such as you've got a sole manufacturer of your system that requires those parts and their warranties and maintenance and all of that, then you can meet an exemption where the trustees can approve the purchase.
Thank you.
This is a good lesson for new engineers on you don't actually get to design the things you want to build. You actually have to do it under somebody else's purchasing rules, and you got to follow all the.
And as Chris so eloquently said earlier, you don't take your Ford truck to Toyota to get it repaired.
Exactly. Well said. So.
All right. Further questions about the project? Chris, I know this isn't an application, or we're not talking about the actual funds at this point, but do you have any sense of what the scope of this project is from a monetary standpoint? Is this a few $100,000? Is it millions of dollars?
It's $23 million and some change. So we have loans already approved that we'll use to pay for this project.
So that's the
So-
project altogether, right? Not
Correct. Oh,
necessarily-
just this part.
the
Yes.
purchasing part.
I don't, because we're still, we just finished the 60% design, but I would say around maybe $2 million.
Okay. All right. What is your recommendation for us?
Okay. Motion to authorize a sole source purchase from Wedeco Ozone Technologies Incorporated for parts and services for the rehabilitation of the city's ozone system.
Trustees?
Move to accept staff's recommendation.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to accept the staff's recommendation. Please vote. That item's approved with a vote of 5-0. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Any reports from the officers of the board? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to adjourn the Stillwater Utilities Authority. Please vote. With a vote of 5-0, the Stillwater Utilities Authority is now adjourned, and that does conclude our meetings for the evening.